So they're perfectly happy with murdering like fucking a shit ton of rangers, but one of them died. You kill him, I'm gonna fucking kill you. There's a dead body there. Some glass knuckles and a Polaroid photo of fuck all. Alright, let's travel to Colorado Springs in this very weird looking truck.
Was that Major Prasad? They got her? God damn it. Fuck this place. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Angela Death is part of the Ranger team which destroyed Base Gucci's, which is what I just said.
Welcome, Rangers. You may approach the patriarch.
Well, thank you very much. It's very polite of you. You look a bit cold there, mate. You're shivering.
3 when there were 50. Cold logic says I should turn you away. That there aren't enough of you left to do the job at hand. But that Dorsey ambush was my fault. And I owe you more than explanations and apologies. So, here's something more tangible. The Dorseys didn't just attack you. They attacked my city. This one was trying to burn down our jail. If you want some vengeance for what was done to you, he's yours.
Hey, Tommy, if you look at him, if he was to put his hair like black or whatever, look at his jacket and shit, tell me that's not Alda Maxim from Fallout 4. Kill the Dorseys. Don't mind if we do, he's your prisoner. Leadership, you know what, fuck him. He killed like, what did he say, 3 left out of 50, so he killed 47 Rangers. Fuck him up.
Be my guest. Well done. I wish I could give you all the Dorseys. And maybe, before all this is over, I will. But for now, let me address your immediate needs. In addition to this base, and the aid I promised your general, I'll be giving you the resources to return your force to full strength. Recruiting, training, and equipping. It's not enough. I know. The men and women you lost can never be replaced, but it's what I can give you. I hope you'll accept it.
Do I have a choice? So if you have a first aid check here, you could question him. If you notice occasionally his hand shakes and shit, you can question him about it, but he gets really like uptight and funny and you end up losing reputation. So thank you, we appreciate anything you can do for us. All I want is to complete our vengeance on the Dorseys. We won't say no. Better than nothing as long as our deal's still in place. We appreciate anything, you know, better than nothing as long as our deal's still in place.
The deal's still in place. You help me, I help Arizona. And the flame of civilization spreads its warm glow a little further into the night. That's what we all want, right? Now, introductions. My name is Saul Buchanan. I own Colorado, though you'll meet some who disagree. This base is your new home. From here, you'll aid my people and, more importantly, do the job I brought you here to do. Now, yes, Joe?
Pardon, Patriarch. It's Daisy. An update on the Garden of the Gods?
All right. Sorry, Rangers. Still putting out fires. 2 of my best are waiting for you inside. Darius Kwan of the Marshals and my old friend Sergei Greatsky. Go see him. I'll be in when I'm done here.
You got a big enough hammer there. What is he trying to overcompensate for something? The way he's got to pick it up and slug it on his shoulders, break his back just to introduce himself. Like, hey, I'm Saul Buchanan. Right, let's save it again, because we haven't saved it since our little ambush back there. Right, let's continue. There's no point in running around just yet. You'll get a chance to do that in a minute, so...
Welcome, Rangers. I'm Marshal Darius Kwan, and this here's Sergei Greatsky.
Good to meet you, Rangers. Glad to see some friendly faces. Been rough around here these last few days. Dorsey's attacked us too. Snuck inside Colorado Springs and killed a lot of people. Situation's under control now. Mostly.
Why are these alarms going off? What were the Dorseys after?
The patriarch. Thank God they never got near him. He's the only thing keeping Colorado from tearing itself apart.
And sorry about these alarms. Something must have triggered the old security system. Trouble is, there's a bunch of angry robots guarding the computer that shuts them off. How you deal with them is your call. Your base, your rules.
Angry robots? Why are they angry? So this place is ours now. Easy enough, we'll be right back. Yeah, why are they angry?
Yeah, weird, huh? They weren't active when we looked the place over a few days back, but... let's talk after you kill the alarms. I can hardly hear myself think.
Alright, no worries. Let's go fuck them up. You gonna let us in then, or what? Thank you. Servo box.
Alarm, 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 fire alarm. A warning to you, intruder. This is a secure, government facility. You commit trespassing against. If authorization or you will be defeated.
Alright. This base has been out of service for decades. Have you been on guard the entire time? Kiss ass, which we don't have. Sneaky shit, which I do have, thanks to Jess. Security system is showing signs of neglect. We're from IT, we're here to fix it. Whoops, our mistake. Okay. Government has served along blah blah and attack them. Let's go with some sneaky shit for some XP.
Has not been updated in 110 years. Frequent superfluous violent routers have made switch up repairs in intervening time. Servitors await repairs at your speedy exit from secure government facility.
So we don't have to fight him then, thanks to my speech check down. Let's turn these alarms off. This terminal is dusty and old, but when you press the power button it flickers to life. The computer beeps and whirs for the first time in years. As it boots up, security alert flashes across the display. Every attempt to access a menu is met with command access only. Eventually you query the machine for command's identity. It replies command empty, designate new command. Install myself. Camera flashes above the monitor. A terrible photo of your face slowly appears in the screen line by line. Command recognize, security alert cancelled. That's pretty much how it goes. I never take a nice picture. I can't. I feel like a dick if I try and take a nice picture.
Well done, Rangers. Good to see the place up and running. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. The reason you're here. As you may know, I have a daughter and 2 sons. Liberty, Valor, and Victory. 2 of them conspired against me, and the 3rd blackens the Buchanan name with every breath he takes. Consequently, I banished him. They've been skulking in the shadows ever since. But lately there's been rumors that I'm on my last legs. Lies, of course. But apparently my dear children believe them, and they've started making new plans.
So you want me to stick him in the naughty corner and ground him, yeah? No TV privileges? You're looking for protection when they attack? Are you asking us to become assassins? You need us to round them up? You want us to act as emissaries to your children? Make peace. I'm going to assume he wants us to round them up.
Ain't you smart? I'm not worried about my children defeating me, Rangers. They won't. Not even Liberty. What worries me is the destruction they'll wreak as they fail. They'll tear my land and my people to shreds. They'll burn everything I've accomplished to ash. That's why they have to be stopped before they can start. That's why you, Rangers, have to find them and bring them home to me ASAP. And when I say bring them home, I mean bring them home alive. They're my blood. Kill them and we'll have a problem. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal. Perfectly clear what if they're taking his is impossible.
Good. Then let me tell you where they are. Victory's holed up in Aspen. Valor's under the protection of the Gippers in Denver. And Liberty is raising an army against me somewhere out on the Eastern Plains. Anything else you need to know?
We'll need more background on your kids before we go after them. We have a few things we'd like to ask about the Dorseys and the ambush. You've been very generous already, but after all we've lost, there are a few things. So we have a barter skill that we can ask for stuff. Thank you for the brief. Yeah, let's go with a barter.
Name them.
And we need more firepower. We'd like to fire close personal, so we'll call it hand-to-hand. We've lost a lot of demolitions, mines and grenades. Armor. Now that we know how brutal Colorado is, medical supplies. We don't need medical supplies. We don't need weapons, thanks to the special edition thing for the now. We don't do melee. So either demolition. Let's go with protective gear for now.
Good call. You'll need it. I'll have Joe send you a few things once we get back to Broadmoor Heights.
Thank you. Dorsey's ambush.
Uh-huh.
Who are they?
The last dregs of a treacherous family. Thought I'd wiped them out years ago, but mistakes linger, Rangers. I know that better than most.
Right. So you pissed them off and got all of our team killed. Aren't you a nice bloke? You think Vic, Val of Liberty were behind the attacks on our convoy?
Possibly. But I know the Dorseys from the old days. They don't take orders well. Then again, I wouldn't have guessed they'd have the guts to attack both you and Colorado Springs at the same time. So somebody put some fire in them.
Why do you say it was your fault?
My staff and I coordinated the details of your arrival using coded transmissions on radio frequencies we thought were secure. Obviously, they were not. And you paid for it. I take full responsibility.
So you shit, bitch. Alright, enough about the Dorseys. Background on your kids.
What do you want to know?
For one thing, you must have plenty of competent people in Colorado. Why ask us to deal with your children? Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
Divided loyalty, that's why. I trust my guards, but they don't leave my side. Ever. Everybody else is making plans for when I'm gone. The Hunter families, the Gippers, the Marshals, they're all out for themselves. And they know my kids would make good figureheads, give them some legitimacy.
I was trying to hold it in, but I end up pulling faces like this when I'm trying to fucking hold in a sneeze.
Any Coloradan I send to bring Vic, Val, and Libby back home might think they'll get a better deal elsewhere. But not you. I'm the only one who can save your people. Nobody else can get supplies to Arizona before they starve to death.
Good point.
That's why it's you who's doing this. You've got the only loyalty that works. The loyalty of self-interest.
Alright, what can you tell us about Victory then?
Boy's never been right in the head. Since he was a baby, he'd torture cats, terrorize the servants, set the house on fire, and he's only got worse. The things he's done to the women he finds. Anyway, I finally had enough and put the little monster under house arrest up in Aspen. Guess they weren't prepared, because he escaped a while ago and then came back with a gang of freaks and turned the place into a slaughterhouse. Now he's on the radio, laughing about what he's gonna do to his hostages and daring me to come after him. He, claims he's captured some rangers as well.
Oh, really? You better not hurt those rangers. There was other survivors, and that's great news.
Don't get your hopes up. Vic likes to play with hostages. Might not be much left by the time you find them.
What kind of man is Valor?
Soft, spoiled, fiddled with computers all day instead of learning the arts of diplomacy and war. Finally packed him off when he accidentally crashed my security systems right before his sister's little coup attempt. Made him my official ambassador to the Gippers, hoping he'd do to their systems what he'd done to mine. That was a mistake. He took his revenge by convincing them to cut off oil shipments to my city. No oil means no heat, no light, and no food for my people. So getting Valor back and resuming oil shipments from the Gippers has to happen now.
Valor isn't dangerous. Who the fuck are Gippers?
Crazy cultists. Worship an old U.S. president as a god. Trouble is, they're the only ones who know how to refine oil anymore, so we gotta play nice.
Fuck names these people. Gippers. Tell us about Liberty, last of all.
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. Problem is, she'd run it as a goddamn slave state. Everyone in chains, everyone working for her. Wouldn't worry about her for now, though. Best to wait until you got a little more firepower. She's gonna be well protected.
So you're expecting her to try to usurp you, sound like she is a born leader.
At least I raised one.
Thanks for the info, we'll do our best.
You'd better. Anything else?
Yeah, get the fuck off my property.
Of course. Now, if you want a chance to impress me, and maybe get a little payback, that call I got outside was from Sheriff Daisy, the head of the marshals in Colorado Springs. She's having trouble rousting some Dorseys who have been holed up in the Garden of the Gods since their raid fell apart. Why don't you go give her a hand? Show us what the Rangers can do.
Sir, yes, sir. Sounds like a piece of cake. This will be a pleasure. Sounds like a piece of cake.
Cocky, huh? Well, cocky's good. As long as you can back it up. All right, let's move out.
Got enough guards there, bro? You worried at all? Mission log, alright. Yeah, we know we do it. Alright, let's zoom out for a minute. There is some loot in this. I do just remember how to... There we go. Yeah, there is some loot in this room, so let's pick that up first. We got some merc armor, and a very, very weird looking fucking submarine diving helmet. Wrong button. It's a radio. Lots of ammo and some money. money. We can lockpick this desk. That gives us empty can of Aquanet. Okay. We can lockpick this desk too. More money and a moldy sock. Because who doesn't want a moldy sock? Before we go any... Yeah, inventory. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, we know that as well. Fuck it. Alright. Are we done now? Yeah. So, 3 armor, 2 critical chance. But I quite like the... +1 to everything for the time being. This gives us 4 armor, which is better than that one. We haven't found any legs yet, though. And then for Jess, I mean, you might as well have that for now, but we'll... Is there... I was gonna say, yeah, I was wondering if her hair's poked through it or not. And obviously we don't need to worry about kiss ass just yet. Alright, let's level up as well, since we leveled up while we're here. That's attributes. We know about increasing attributes. So you got 1 point, which you can either put into coordination, awareness. We're gonna go with coordination, I think. And then skills. So yeah, I forgot to say in the tutorial as well, besides big guns, I spec this myself into hard ass and a little bit into mechanics as well. So we got 6 skill points to use. My reasons behind the mechanics perk is because he's in the thick of battle. It also gives you the chance to chuck down like turrets and stuff like that to help you in battle, but you need mechanics for that. So I'm going to put more damage in big guns. 1 more into hard ass. 1 more into mechanics for now. And we'll leave a couple of points because as we wander around the base and inspect, you may need a little point here or a point there, so we'll leave myself... Oh, shit. I forgot to do... Yeah, we know about crafting as well, right. And then Jess, she's got 1 point, so we can either set her to luck, into awareness, or to intelligence. I'm gonna go with awareness for the time being. Oh crap, keep forgetting that. Skills. She's got 6 points as well, so we'll put another one into sniper rifles. One more into lockpicking, 1 more into sneaky shit. You do more sniper rifle, more barter. And again, we'll leave it like that. Alright.
Rangers, come talk to me when you've got a moment. Want to discuss staffing and recruiting, that kind of thing.
Let's throw a save down here, because this is where we get a chance to have a couple more custom rangers on my team.
A few things, Ranger.
Alright, let's talk to Marshal Kwan.
Good job, Rangers. Nice to be able to hear ourselves think again. And now that it's quiet enough to talk, let me reintroduce you to the great Sergei Greatsky, who's going to be helping you with personnel.
Hi again, Rangers. Damn
What up,
sorry
dude?
about your people. But now that you're here, we'll do what we can to get you back on your feet and find you some new recruits, just like the Patriarch promised you. And I already got you one of the best. Meet Marcelo Gonzalez, electronics wizard, radio technician, and former dispatcher for the Marshals. He'll be your radio operator.
Howdy, Rangers. While you were dealing with the alarms, I took the liberty of installing a combat AI in your vehicle.
Oh,
Should
sweet.
help you out. If you want to chat, I'll be in the operations room getting things up and running.
Should be more recruits arriving soon. Ready to tell me how you want to fill out your squad?
Ranger HQ recruiting rangers. Speak to Sergeant Gretzky to hire new rangers for your squad. Your squad can have up to 6 members. No more than 4 can be rangers. The other 2 slots may be filled by companions such as Marshal Quan. Companions are unique NPCs who aren't officially rangers but want to help out all the same. You'll find plenty of companions on your journey throughout Colorado. Before we get into all that, I've got a few questions. Show us what you got lined up. Let's talk about the next steps. Let me ask a few questions
Of course.
first.
Ask away.
Can you and Quan tell us more about yourselves?
Well,
Well, Sergei won't blow his own horn, so I'll do it for him. He's Colorado's greatest war hero. Fought by the patriarch's side from the beginning and saved the old man's life about 100 times, right, Sergei?
75. Tops. Now, let me tell you about Mr. Slick here. Nobody knows the streets and alleys of Colorado Springs, or the people that live there, better than dashing Darius Quan.
You're too kind, Sergei.
You two finished sucking each other's dicks? Fucking hell. You both volunteered for this?
Yeah, I was getting a little itchy doing the same old in the Marshals.
And retirement was driving me stir-crazy. Just sitting around listening to the paint peel. I jumped at the chance to help you folks out.
You both seem awfully eager to help out a group of unknown outsiders. Yeah, why are you... they're spies, aren't they?
It's no lie that I've been looking to leave the Marshals, but you're right. That's not the whole story. The Patriarch asked me to keep an eye on you, so here I am.
Spies?
And I am truly sick of retirement. But, yeah, I'm doing the Patriarch a favor too.
So you're spies?
Let's say liaisons. The Patriarch wants you to succeed, and he knows it's not going to be easy. You're strangers in a strange land.
You don't know the politics. You don't know the personalities. Who hates who? Where the bodies are buried.
That's where we come in. We're here to make sure you don't make too many rookie mistakes, step on the wrong toes. And yeah, we're supposed to report back to the Patriarch about how you're doing. But you didn't really expect to be left completely to your own devices, did you?
Yeah, why not? What was the deal with the alarms and the robots?
Not sure exactly. We came by a week and a half ago and it was stone quiet.
We were gonna get the place cleaned up before you got here. But then the Dorseys attacked the city, so it got put on the back burner.
Something must have triggered the security systems between then and now. Could have been anything.
How long's this place been abandoned?
Patriarch chased out the last big gang maybe 10 years back. Before that, all kinds of bandits, militias, and cults have lived here since the deluge.
Recently, it's been mostly outlaws and refugees. We should check around to see if there are any current occupants.
Could be what set off the alarms.
So what they're trying to tell me without actually telling me is that there's somebody inside there that we need to either kick out or deal with. What's the deluge? We've been hearing that word a lot.
Around these parts, we call the nuclear apocalypse the deluge of fire, because, well, that's what it was.
Noah's flood was the deluge of water. The nukes were the deluge of fire.
So the deluge of blood must be a complete and utter murder of everybody. What was the radio operator saying about putting a combat AI in our vehicle?
Gonzalez? He's a whiz with stuff like that. The AI will allow you to give the vehicle orders in combat without having to be inside it. Basically, it'll become another member of your squad.
Oh, great. Can I have one of those fucking guns that we had on top of one of our vehicles that took out the Dorsey robot? Alright, that's all for now.
What's next?
Show us who you got lined up.
My advice is to put together a squad with complementary skills. Nobody can be great at everything. So pick recruits who are good at things your current team isn't. And you can always round out your squad with folks you meet along the way. Keep that in mind when you're choosing from the recruits I've rounded up.
Alright, so this is where we can have an extra 2 custom-made rangers if we want. So we got somebody, obviously me, who's spec'd the big guns, hard-ass and mechanics, and then Jess, who's spec'd the sniper rifles and lockpicking and sneaky shit. So, again, you could choose some pre-made characters. They give you a good basis if you're new to the game and you find the customization a little overwhelming. So you got other people here pre-made. Or, again, down the bottom you can make 2 of your own. I'm going to make 2 of my own, as per usual, and I shall bring you back once I've made them both. And obviously, these 2, the first 2 extra ones that you hire will be free, but if you want to custom make somebody else after that, I think it costs like $100 or $1,000 to do it, so... Alright, so I've made my next 2 custom characters. I've made Price with an SAS uniform on, so you could probably guess where I got his idea from. And I've made somebody called Zephyr. Zephyr was just the standard name that come with her. I couldn't think what to call her, so we just decided to leave her at that. So Price, I'll show you how I've spec'd them in a minute, but I've spec'd Price as a leadership, first aid, and automatic weapons user, and Zephyr is going to be a shotgun / explosive weapons user. And I've also spec'd her the toaster repair, which is a thing you need to essentially repair toasters, as it says, around the world. And if you manage to repair them, you get like unique special loot from them. So it's a fun thing to do. So
listen, I can get you all the fighting troops you need, but if you meet any talented people in your travels, don't hesitate to sign them up.
We're getting loads of crafting ammunition recipes. That's new. That wasn't in the game last time I played. And in recipe for injury kits as well. None of that was in the game last time I played, which is quite nice. So I can craft my own ammunition now. And an antidote.
Now that we've got that sorted, let's talk about the next steps. Now, you're the boss here, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, but getting this place up and running wouldn't be a bad place to start. That means surveying the base and finding specialists to staff it.
Where can we get the place staffed up? Any ideas?
Well, I can take care of the rank and file, but you're going to want mechanics, medics, an armory officer, that sort of thing. A competent staff is important when the going gets tough. Helping Sheriff Daisy could be a first step. If you impress her, maybe she'll hook you up with some specialists for the base. Meanwhile, I'll start cleaning up here. Take a look around before you go. See if you want to keep any of this junk before we dump it all. Anyway, your call. Colorado Springs is straight out the main gate. If you want to go to Denver or Aspen, just hop back in your car and go out the way you came in.
Alright, thanks for the info.
One sec. Forgive me for saying so, but I'm guessing you folks are going to need as much help in the field as you will here in HQ. So, what if I joined your squad? At least until you find your feet.
What do you have to offer?
Well, I know this city like the back of my hand. And this city knows me. My time in the Marshals means I've got connections and trusted informants everywhere. Plus, I'm a sure shot and a decent scrapper. And, though it hurts my civic pride to say it, there are places around here where those things might come in handy.
Alright.
Great. I'm at your disposal. Lead the way.
We've got a new companion. You've recruited your first companion. Companion are a unique kind of squad member. Unlike the Rangers you create, companions are pre-made characters that have their own personality and agenda. Piss them off and they could leave you high and dry. You can have up to 6 characters in the squad. Up to 4 of them can be Ranger recruits, leaving at least 2 spots open for companions. There's no reason not to take them along, provided you can maintain their loyalty. More ammunition recipes. Alright, so... this is basically price. I did my best with the tools I was given. As I said, he's spec'd into automatic weapons, which is fucking huge apparently. But yeah, and hang on, let's see. Here's it, automatic weapons. You need coordination, awareness, and speed for that. So as you can see, coordination, speed. Awareness is a little bit low. I put it more into charisma because this guy's going to be kind of my first aid healer slash leadership. And leadership grants all the people, because he's going to be like in the middle of the fight, essentially. He'll have a massive radius where he can boost nearby allies. As you can see, they get better hit chance, damage bonus, critical bonus, and if he has to heal them, then he'll heal a lot more. And obviously first aid, so he can heal as well. I'll boost up his awareness as time comes along, but as you see, charisma improves the leadership range, so it'll have an even bigger radius, and you get an experience bonus, and you get an extra reward for missions as well. So what we can do with him is give him the med packs and the injury kits in case somebody goes down. The good thing about automatic weapons is they cover submachine guns as well, so, and they use a different ammo type if I'm remembering correctly. Let's just double check. So yeah, that uses 9mm, and that uses 5.56, so we can give him that. Hang on, what's that? That does 9 to 10, that does 5 to 6, so yeah, that's way better. We can give him that, and then we can give him the SMG, which he could use as a secondary weapon if need be. I need to go into something secondary as well, but I'm not quite sure what yet. Same with Jess, and look at it. Unfortunately, heavy weapons and sniper rifles only really cover those things, so let's double check they're not covered by anything else. Oh, it's flamethrowers. I mean, for now, we can give him a flamethrower. A roasty toasty. Didn't we find another one as well? Energy, fire, cold, and explosion damage. Elemental weapons ignore enemy armor entirely. The 4 elemental damage types are energy, fire, cold, and explosive damage. Enemies are often weak to some elemental damage types and resistant to others. Where's the other one I picked up? There was another one I had. Oh, there it is. A flame sprayer. 11, 17. So yeah, that's way better. Again, sniper rifles only really cover sniper rifles, so she ain't going to be any good with a secondary weapon. We got him covered. I can't show you. Oh, yeah, you go. So for this quirk, I picked Circus Freak. He make him a lot faster, and he gives a lot more like critical resistance, so we can get to anybody who's down faster. But the downside to being a Circus Freak is you have -2 detection time, but as I said, sneaking's not really much of a fucking issue at all. And for his background, I gave him Paladin, which again gives him an even bigger leadership range and some critical resistance as well. So he's got 40% critical resistance, and he's a lot faster. So, I mean, as a medic, you can't ask for much more than that. And then here we have Zephyr, who whiteout shotgun, which is a lot better. And then I'll say she's expected to explosions as well, so we're going to give her either the Polar Express or the Mangler. Polar Express does way more. That's good enough. Then we can give her some grenades for explosive damage. We'll give her a med hypo so she can heal herself. We'll swap them around actually. Sweet, and then so you can see I spec her into small arms, which covers handguns and shotguns, explosives for that, and then toaster repair, so you can repair toasters for unique loot, as I said. That's pretty much everything. And then for that you need coordination, luck, and awareness. So luck, coordination, awareness. I also gave her a bit more in speed because she's going to be running around shooting the shit out of everything. For a quirk I gave her bot bag. So like I also expected the speed to kind of counteract the quirk I gave her. So she's got +6 armor because she's going to be like right up in the everybody's grill with a shotgun. So she's got more armor, but the downside was she's going to be a little bit slower. And then for a background I gave her Explodomaniac, which gives her a large explosive damage bonus. So we should be able to find something else that will counteract the speed thing. So essentially it won't be much of a loss. There was another one, like there's a background one called Sex Machine, I think it was, which gives you a +2 point, well, like, so you can see there 0.40 combat speed decrease. But there was a background called Sex Machine, which gives you a 0.20 like speed boost. So it might, like, another way of going around it if you didn't want to have the armor boost was to maybe pick that to counteract it as well. So it's only half as much of a decrease, but I think the armor would be more of a benefit being up in the front, where combat speed just means that she will maybe get less, like, won't attack before the enemy does, so it's not really much of a problem. That's all perks and that shit. So everybody's equipped now. Let's double check. Yes, yes, yes. And then obviously we got Marshall Kwan, who's just joined us. He's got med hypos too. He's got 5 in automatic weapons. So again, he might, like, automatic weapons is one of the ones you don't quite have to worry about having 2 of the same type, because you find quite a lot of ammo for it. And he's got 3 in kiss ass, 3 in sneaky shit, and 1 in first aid. So yeah, does it tell us what is... Oh, he's got no quirk and he's the peacekeeper, so he's got plus 30% initiative, so he gets more, he's quicker to move. Automatic. Do we have another? Not sure if we have another thing yet. No. So yeah, I've got armor on. She's got armor on, but I could take that off for the minute, because these people might need it more. Because they're in the... That's 4 armor. That's 3 armor and a critical chance. Yeah, I'm going to give her the helmet because critical chance might benefit her a bit more. And then he can have... yeah, the big armor boost. This guy's already expected to kiss ass, so we can give him the Desert Ranger star for now. Give him an extra boost in the kiss ass perk. And then we got here somebody with 3 armor, so let's give that to... Actually no, she doesn't need it quite yet because she's got the armor boost, so let's give it to the medic. Alright, that's pretty much everything for the time being. Right, let's go and have a look around the base. Let's see what's around. There's nothing here. Well, let's have a look in here. Can we go in here? Well, there's a robot in here. A rusted slicer dicer.
Huh. A garage. We get this cleaned out, you can put your truck in here.
That requires 3 lockpicking, so let's get Jess on that. What have we got? A lunchbox, twisted hydraulics, scrap, a focusing crystal, high quality crystal that looks like it could split some serious photons. Not bad. There's a dead lady here. The corpse of a young woman lies at your feet, her body contorted at an unnatural angle, judging by the smash. She's been here a while. Try to determine how she died with first aid. Body's unnatural position suggests some kind of seizure, and there are signs of discoloration on her face indicative of heart failure. A heavy metal spanner is gripped tightly in her right hand. The metal is discolored, scorch marks blacken her fingertips. Looks to you like a textbook case of electrocution. Wearing a patchwork jumpsuit and leather tool belt, her pockets are crammed with fuses, bundles of wires, and circuit boards. Looks like this Wastelander made her live by scavenging and repairing electronics. She would have found right at home in an old garage like this. Let's leave her alone. So was she trying to repair the robot then and ended up getting electrocuted? Pick lock 2. Oh, there was another thing as well, as I'll show you in a second. We got repair kit. Used to repair vehicles. So if I show you with price, where was it? I'm not sure how I would explain it now, because I don't think I can. But yeah, there was a quirk that gave him like a health boost and a speed boost as well, but I didn't take it because the downside of it was leadership effect. It was called Lone Wolf, basically. It gives you more healing speed and more combat speed, I think it was. But the downside to it was the leadership effect didn't affect you. And I was going to take it, but I wasn't quite sure, because he's the one specced into leadership, essentially. I wasn't sure if that would affect, like, the leadership perk, essentially, if you get what I mean. So I didn't want to risk it, so that's why I ended up taking Circus Freak instead, because it gave it a big boost. Maybe I should have googled it before I actually did it, but let's get everybody to inspect the robot. The enormous spider-like robot is in bad shape. It twitches in a puddle of its own fluids, its casing dented and riddled with bullet holes. Judging by the scrape marks on the floor, it looks like someone dragged it into the garage from somewhere else. Really? That tiny woman dragged it in here? Oh, we need mechanics 3. Well, this is one of the reasons that I left myself some skill perks. See, I have 2, so I can put 1 point into mechanics. So now I have mechanics 3. Might be a bit cheesy, but still, I knew there was a reason. Pocket salt pup. Repair kit. Oh, that's cool. That's new. They've added recipes depending on the skill of your certain abilities. Cool. Right, let's click on the robot again. Despite its damage, the twitching robot exudes an air of menace. Alright, let's examine it first. You recognize it as a slicer dicer, a pre-apocalyptic military robot. It appears to have been badly damaged in a firefight and is missing some of its weapons. Upon closer inspection, you note that some of the bullet holes have been patched and several legs show signs of recent welding. The Slicer Dicer's main access panel is open, revealing its wiring and power plant. It's clear that someone has been trying to repair the robot. So that woman was trying to repair the robot and she ended up electrocuting herself. Let's try to repair it. Peering inside a quivering robot's casing, you find a lot of salvage parts and new wiring. Someone's been working on the robot for a while. There's a bad connection to the power supply, strong enough to give someone a wicked shock. Wink wink nudge nudged the lady. It takes some careful work to repair the connection. As soon as the short is repaired, the robot sputters to life. Turns a cold, unfeeling optical sensor towards you and its weapons spin out. Oh great, so we repaired it and now we have to kill the fucking thing. The enemy has armor, which means that it can block some of your incoming damage. Fortunately, all weapons have a penetration stat. Your weapon penetrates is equal to or greater than your enemy's armor, so yes. If your weapon penetration is less than the target's armor, you'll do a proportionate amount of the damage, but no more than 80%. Examples, if your penetration is 15 versus armor 10, you'll do 100%. If your penetration is 5 versus armor 10, you'll do 50%. If penetration is 9 versus armor 8, so it goes down in slots of basically 20-ish. Well, it's my go, and I have a 55% chance to wallop that robot. So let's switch first to Price to get him out of the way, because my proximity damage is gonna mess him up. So we'll hide behind the barrel like a chicken shit, and then we'll wallop that. Fucking hell, that did nothing. And then we'll prepare. Can we move to Jess to then smash it? That's a bit better. She can't really do anything, so I'm gonna wait with her. We've got Zephyr now. Let's move me back a little bit. Now that nobody's in the way, let's have a go at... Oh, that was a fat chunk of damage. I love it. She's got a shotgun, hasn't she? So, hey, can I switch to an RPG? I can, but as I say, you can see, look at the radius here. How many? I got 5 rockets. Yeah, fat damage, and it's burning as well. I will switch to the shotgun and we'll move over here. And then it's Marshal Quan's turn. He should be able to finish it off. I'm hoping anyway. Oh. I was lucky. I'm not quite sure how much damage that robot would have done to us if we didn't finish it off. Loot the bitch then. Loot it. Can I not loot it? Not letting me loot it. Oh, there. Alright. I wasn't quite clicking on the bag, I see. Slicer, Dicer, self-assembly. Quick slide item. It's missing a couple of subsystems, but this is basically mostly an entire Slicer Dicer, and it puts itself together correctly like almost every time. Level 7 mechanics. Deploys a robot Slicer Dicer follower that will assist in combat. Self-destructs after the combat's ended. We've got a pulse gun, which is a level 10 assault rifle. An energy weapon essentially, and a shortened control. Sweet. So when he gets a bit more in mechanics, he will be able to throw a Slicer Dicer down to help him in combat. Have I not? Yeah, everybody should be coming. What's in here then? Alright, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as always. If you did, then please consider leaving a like or a sub. It is greatly appreciated, but you don't have to, of course. It's entirely up to you. It just helps me out and helps my channel grow. Most of all though, a massive thank you to those of you who are watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.